What's up guys, welcome back to the course. In this video, I'm going to summarize all things that we've learned so far, and I'm also going to share a few tips and tricks on how to take all skills and knowledge that you've learned in this course to another level. Alright, so before getting into the topic, let me tell you that actually this is going to be the last video in this course. So first of all, massive congratulations for completing the course. Congratulations for getting this far. I'm so proud of you. You should be proud of yourself, geez. And guess what? There are lots of people who really want to learn prompt engineering, but they're not willing to take actions. And when you're taking actions, at very least, you're getting a step closer to your goal, right? At very least, you are a step ahead of your competitors, right? So this is definitely a good thing. Once again, congratulations for taking actions. All right, because there are lots of people who have the same dream, but they're not willing to take actions. All right, so let's get into the topics here. The first thing that I want to put a very heavy emphasis on is the level of specifications. When it comes to writing prompt, if you write your prompt too specific, right? You have a very high level of specificity in your prompt. Obviously, you're going to limit the AI creativity, right? That's pretty obvious. However, if your prompt is too general or too broad, sometimes it can cause ambiguity, right? It can leave some rooms for potential misinterpretations. So then the next questions, like the follow-up question here, is how to write the prompt that is specific enough that the AI can understand what I want, but also not too specific to the point where it limits the creativity of the AI or the ChatGPT or whatever AI that you're using. Well, to be honest, I don't have the answer to that questions, right? However, the more you practice, the more you write prompts, the more you do trial and errors, the better you're going to be. So think about this. When it comes to determining like the level of prompt specificity, it is very abstract. It is kind of like a gray area where there is no specific rule that you need to abide. However, the more experience that you have, right, it's going to give you like a new perspective of how to be wise when it comes to writing prompt, how to not pass the limit of specificity to the point where you limit the creativity of ChatGPT, but also at the same time you are specific enough, you specify your instructions so AI still understands what you want, right? So yeah, that's the first thing. Let's move on to the second thing here. ChatGPT is definitely not a human, right? Therefore, you need to be as clear as possible. You need to be as descriptive as possible, making sure ChatGPT understands what you really want and what you're expecting to get, right? So always try to set your instructions very clear and also provide context to it, right? Because if you don't provide context, ChatGPT is going to interpret your prompt very creatively to the point where sometimes the output is not very relevant with your request, right? So make sure that you keep that in mind. And the second one here is when you're dealing with complex prompt, it is way better if you break down the complex prompt into several pieces. I'm not saying ChatGPT is not going to be able to understand an extremely complex prompt, but there's a potential for you to overwhelm ChatGPT capacity to think, right? Again, I'm not underestimating ChatGPT ability to interpret a very complex prompt, but it is going to be better if you kind of like break down your very complex prompt into like 2 or 3 smaller pieces, so it's going to be easier for ChatGPT to understand like what you actually want, right? And also, it is to maximize the quality of output generated by ChatGPT, right? And the last one here, trials and errors. So prompt engineering requires your dedications to the trials and errors until you find the best prompt which produces the expected output. So sometimes in your first trial, you enter the prompt and then click generate. Sometimes the first attempt, you're not going to get what you want, right? Whether it is ChatGPT, whether it is AI text to image generator, sometimes, or maybe most of the times, you don't get what you want exactly. But the more trials and error you do, I'm pretty sure you're going to get more and more close to what you want, right? You're going to get closer to your objective. So yeah, you need to be willing to do trial and errors. It will take time. It will take your effort, energy, but it is required to be done. So yeah, let's move on to the next slide. Once again, thank you so much for taking the course. I really appreciate it. It's been an honor and privilege for me to be your instructor on Udemy. I really wish you all the best, nothing but the best, guys, and I really hope to meet you again in my next future course. I'll see you whenever I see you. Bye.